So let's talk about it. Is the rat race even able to be escaped from? I mean, real talk. With property taxes, with inflation, with, I mean, fuck. Car registrations, taxes on income. I mean, I don't know. Like, can you get to a point? Basically, there's always going to be some charges, right? So you're going to have passive or semi-passive income. That, I mean, the most passive the better, right? And the higher the income the better, right? But you'd have to have that amount of money coming in that would cover living expenses plus all the bullshit expenses of being a citizen of the United States or whatever country you're in. You know what I mean? Taxes and fees may vary depending on what country you're in. But yeah, I mean, is it even possible? Like, so for example, say I, just rent my whole house out. I either house hack, you rent individual rooms out. You rent the individual rooms out or the house entirely, blah, 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 blah. So that money that comes in every month, say you rent it for $2,000. Okay. It's not like you can just live on $2,000, move to another country and live on $2,000, because part of that monthly money needs to be set aside for property taxes, potentially insurance, the maintenance, maybe repairs, fuck other shit, lawyer fees in case one of the tenants is fucking on some other shit and they, you know what I mean, try to sue or something. Golly, dude, it's so crazy, dude. We've just all went along with this. I'm gonna call it slavery, bro. Wage slavery, whatever the hell you want to call it. It is, though, because like just to exist, so we're in a system, right? And the system, it's not like you can just go and Minecraft it and go and grab some damn wood from a tree. I'm saying you should be able to, right? Like if you're on Earth, there's trees, you could cut it, say, okay, cool, I'm gonna cut this tree, I'm gonna set up this area, boom, I'm gonna build my shelter, boom, or go live in a cave or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then be done. But that's not it. This system is like, oh, go work and do this and then buy a house and then buy property taxes and then upgrade your house and paint it and add this to it and do that to it and you know what I mean? Or that's out of style. Now you need to redo the entire kitchen and blah, 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 blah. And it just makes all these companies richer and richer and richer. It makes the money comes right back to the system is what I'm saying. So really, when you work, yeah, we throwing a lot of ideas at you all at once because that's how it's coming at your boy right now. So, pause. So what it is basically you get this money, right? Like the money comes in, I'm working, I get money, and then you get the money, but then you fuck around and turn around and just dole it all out. And then really whatever you have left, that's really what you worked for. Do you see what I'm saying? That's really what you earned. Because you can make $50,000 a month, but if you fuck around and spend $49,550, you only got $450. Quick maths. You see what I'm saying? So you only got $450, and bro, that was the whole month. So your real wage is what's left over from the bullshit. And then I suppose if that is what it is, then it is what it is. And you would have to take that $450 and stack that as much as you could and put that towards your escape this motherfucking rat race fund. You know what I mean? To where you would then put it into something that can then buy you your freedom. Because you have to generate money, bro. All this damn sitting, you know what I'm saying, sitting there hoping that you can just, we can just be free and all kumbaya together and shit. Not in this motherfucking society, bro. Nah, it ain't gonna happen, man. Because it's set up that way. Like, you need money. You know what I mean? Even the bums, yeah, he ain't paying rent, but the bum on the side of the road, that fool's asking for what? Money. You know what I mean? Because he needs some money to interact in this set up system. Man, so I don't know. I'm just throwing little thoughts out at y'all just to see what you think about it. You know what I mean? Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. What it is. How do you feel about it? I'm real with it. I mean, to me, that's what it is. But it goes back to the point of the whole beginning of the video. Like, can you actually escape? You know what I'm saying? Fuck. So what you would have to do is this, as I'm thinking about it. You would have to get rid. I mean, well, if you have a house and then you move to another country and then that house is kind of like your business, where that house is providing you monthly income, you find some good tenants, you put them in there, and then you live off of the net operating, after your operating expenses, the net profit, you live off of that. So say your house is bringing you in, let's just say $2,000, but $1,000 of that is going to the insurance, the this, the that, maybe the mortgage, maybe whatever, let's just say, and then you have a net profit of $1,000. Now, if you can live on that, then that's cool. But even that's kind of whack, because you don't want to use up that whole 1,000 like up in Thailand or wherever you're at. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere in the world. Philippines, whatever, South America, Europe, anywhere, wherever you're at, you go and live. And then what I mean is, if you max out and like, yeah, okay, I'm spending that whole 1,000 and I'm just chilling. That's my food. That's my lodging, your housing, and your fun, whatever. But then if something happens, you're asked out. So you have to take some of that money and put it to the side for a just in case fund. So as I'm saying this, the real way to do it would be, okay, in that same scenario, you're getting $2,000 from your house. You move to another country, and after you pay all your expenses on that house and everything that you have left in America, then you keep 1,000. You're living on that 1,000 somewhere else. Okay, you could do that, but you better have like 10 G's in the bank. Like you have to have 10,000 in the bank, 20,000 in the bank as your like security fund in case some shit pops off fund. You feel me? So that's that. The other thing that you could do is try to get rid of as many things that require extra funds, insurance, registration fees, renewal fees, blah, blah, blah fees. You know what I mean? So if you get rid of those things, but if the house is the thing that's giving you the major money, then you probably want to keep that, It's crazy, bro. Talk to it, man. Let's figure this out in the chat, man. Y'all hit a comment below and talk about it. I think that's the play, though. But yeah, you got to get your money up. So back to the other example where we were talking about having like $450 a net per month, if that's what you work, then you just got to stack that mug up till you got about 5,000, 10,000, whatever you feel comfortable with, to have that on deck. And then you take your net profits and leave, because the whole point of it all is because it's like you're not living here, bro. If all you're doing is working all the time and double, triple hustling, you got Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, all that other stuff, which I'm running up on an Instacart right now. So, but it's not life, bro, because you don't even have the time to really chill. Like, I didn't even have time to go watch a movie. I was going to watch a movie last night, but it was already like 12 or 1 by the time I got home and started like working on other stuff. And I'm like, yo, what I'm going to do, sit here like this, spend 2 hours watching a movie? It'd be even later by the time I go to sleep. You know what I mean? And then you go, be tired the next day on your grind. It's just kind of crazy, man. The whole point being, it's not life, bro. This ain't life, bro. This ain't it. It is it for momentarily. Like, if this is what it takes to get to the next level, to the freedom level, then that's what's up. But this is not it on some long-term shit. Like, did they want a motherfucker to do this shit for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years? Hell no. Y'all could kiss my whole asshole. You know what I mean? Pause. But that's what... But I'm just saying, man, how do you feel, bro? Talk to me, man. Come on, man. Talk to me. You know what I mean? Let me know. Let me know. Is it escapable, this rat race? Are we on to something? I mean, I think so. I think that's kind of where it's headed. But you tell me. Thank you for tuning in. Follow, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. And be in there. Be in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's really try to see if it's possible, number one, and then how to do it. And, different ideas. Obviously, your situation is going to vary more than likely, right, on how we go about it. I would like to think that it's possible, but it's definitely not easy. Maybe the answer is simple, but it's not easy. So let me know what you think. Let's do it. Peace.